Own personal records, just to make sure everything's handled professionally, officer.
I was hoping to make you.
Yes, for the most part, other than touching him when he was not wanting to be touched and pulling him to the side.
That's my email address.
It is his choice. He doesn't have to be touched by you.
Actually committed harassment in the city of Aurora, which gives me legal reason to be here and direct him where I want him to go.
What was the harassment?
Causing alarm to all the neighbors that called in.
Okay, he is with his open carry. No, it is not harassment. No, actually, what you did was harassment. But we'll go ahead and let that drop now. No, that's fine. No, that's fine. But we can talk about that later. That's fine. Either way, I just don't appreciate you dragging him over the way that you did. You know, the way that you handled it, you could have asked him, and you could have led him with your hand, but you did not have to touch him. If you would have asked him politely, he would have.
I said, come over here, please, and he didn't do it.
Yeah, but see, instead of sitting there and waiting for him to respond to you, you just immediately grabbed his shirt and pulled him to the side, and that was what the problem was.
What for?
Yeah, because he doesn't need to go anywhere unless... Oh, yes, he does.
He does not.
Yes, he does. Because he could have been taken to the side, and you could have put his hands right above his head.
That would be outstanding, Tiffany.
That was probably the longest 20 minutes in my life. I'm sure you were there. Yes. Oh, wow.
So was I.
Saving Private Ryan? Watch Saving Private Ryan, and it was the first 10 minutes. Wow. Yeah.
I'll never forget the smell.
You know what Arapahoe was like that. There was a certain smell when I was inside.
No, actually I just carry my cigarettes there.
Oh yeah?
Right now.
Where do you work?
Cigarettes.
I actually don't work right now. I'm actually going to school full time on the GI Bill.
Oh yeah? What are you going to school for?
I'm going for software development.
Alright. I'm not getting to, I don't want to, I'm just looking. I think they're Filipino.
Okay. Why are you closing?
He's OCD. That's why.
Why wouldn't you leave it open?
I know it's in.
Yeah, light runs. Okay, thanks. All right, bye-bye. Sergeant right now talking about harassment. Sergeant, she wants to complain about harassment.
Oh, I never said that I wanted to complain. I just said...
I thought that's what you meant.
No, I said that I just thought it was rude the way that you handled it. Not that I wanted to complain. I said it was rude.
Have a lot of these problems we have today, especially with mass shootings. I agree, though. I mean, if there was, even one well-trained person who was trained with their firearms in that movie theater.
Hi. No, I wasn't looking to push anything, but at the same time, there was a situation where he pulled him over there, and instead of waiting for him to respond to him and maybe giving him a reasonable cause for him to move, he just immediately grabbed him and then gave him while he was moving him, why he was moving him. He would have said it before, he would have had no problem moving. It's just a whole matter of respect. We're going to respect you, but you need to respect us as well. We're not here to hurt anybody. We are just practicing our Second Amendment rights, and we don't feel like we should be put as criminals for it. And that right there pushed me over the line, and I got very upset. And yes, I did say something, and I was very vocal about it. But when it comes to us, we're just concealed carrying. I mean, not concealed carrying. We're open carrying. And, we don't mean any harm to anybody here. So that was just very disrespectful in my eyes because we have been trying to comply with them at the same time,
Then you obviously don't understand much about police procedure.
I may not, but be respectful. We're not here.
Obviously, you didn't hear what I said. You obviously don't understand very much about police procedure.
Okay.
So sometimes we do things that you find disrespectful.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
But that's
we have a job to do.
Touching him was a different thing, though. If he wasn't doing anything to you, he had his arms crossed just like he was now.
We don't know
There's no
that.
reason.
In your mind. The thing is, you weren't doing anything wrong. We don't.
Okay, I understand that, but ask nicely.
We don't have to ask
nicely. Not push to move.
We don't have to ask nicely.
Okay, so I'll leave it at that now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So what else can I help you with?
Nothing at all.
Okay. Let me just state, I'm a ardent supporter of your Second Amendment rights, like I am with mine. Most cops have guns. We have lots of guns. We believe in the Second Amendment. But keep in mind, open carry sometimes causes alarm in a lot of these people out here. They don't know what's going on. When James Holm walked into the theater, he was practicing open carry. It wasn't until he opened fire that he crossed the line and started breaking the law. But once the trigger's pulled, it's too late.
I understand that.
And as a result, he killed a lot of people.
When you mentioned about, because of the phone calls causing alarm.
Do you mind?
Actually, I kind of do, but I will step to the side.
What's the requirement, or what's the regulation about causing alarm?
That's very subjective.
I try to be. I get a little.
Very
I've
subjective.
been, an Iraq veteran. I get a little.
Here's the
on edge
downside
when
about open
somebody,
carry.
approaches me with weapons.
Now everybody that sees you,
Yeah, I do.
knows
I
that there's
I
guns here.
understand why you guys are on edge.
Do you have a safe?
To a situation
Well,
like this,
I actually don't live here. I'm
Do you have,
watching
but I'm just saying, do you have a good safe?
Yes.
kind of thing in
Because
Iraq,
it's kind of like you buy a big screen TV.
we were
And
actually
then you put the
encouraged
box
Box
out
out there.
for the trash. Now every mope in the neighborhood knows you just bought a big screen TV.
No, we have a very good
because of Al Qaeda.
Oh, yeah.
Guns always locked up in the
They're
safe.
still on edge, checking
No.
them, making sure that they had their
Yep.
permits and whatnot.
I own guns too, but they're not always in the safe. But now everybody in the neighborhood knows you guys have guns.
Absolutely.
Who's likely to be the best target for a burglary?
So just be careful, though.
Not us, because if they move in here, they're going to get shot, and they know it.
Okay, let me put it another way. Is somebody here all the time?
Absolutely.
24/7.
Absolutely.
All the time. And nobody ever leaves the premise.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Someone here.
Here 24/7 a
Then
day,
you don't have anything
7
to worry
days a
about.
week.
No. Way our work schedules
But
are,
you
school schedules.
you
there's
broadcast to
always
the community that there are firearms here. And firearms are a very desirable commodity on the market.
Who's going to come and try and take it?
I don't know. If I knew that, I could do something
I'm
about
going to
it.
tell you this. After all the years that him and I and that sergeant has done this, you'd be surprised. Just be careful.
The thing is, you broadcast, now everybody knows you have guns. So the one time that you might all go out to dinner, and I know that never happens because you guys would never all go to dinner together.
Absolutely,
No, absolutely
not.
wouldn't.
No.
Because you're so paranoid that somebody's always got to be here, right, to protect your property?
No, she works morning, I work overnights, and he's evenings.
And there's, yeah,
Sergeant,
it's just where our
I'm just
schedules
saying,
are.
what you've done, there's a reason why concealed carry is a whole lot better than open carry.
well, there you have that. You do have that element of surprise, as many people argue, Sergeant. However, I personally feel that I can much faster pull my firearm from a holster and engage a target if I don't have to pull a shirt off or a jacket or unzip my jacket
See how you
pull a
are?
pistol out of my a chest rig or anything like that. It is much easier for me to.
I'm not going to have an argument here with you, because that's meaningless. You've got it made up in your mind that open carry is the best route for you to go. So far be it for me to say otherwise. Don't put me on
I don't
YouTube,
even
please.
know. I don't even know who's it's
Or
pointed at.
Twitter or Instagram
This is for our own personal.
No. There you go.
I'm just saying. The thing is, when you're concealed carry, nobody knows you have a gun. Right? I mean, if you're doing it properly, nobody knows you have a gun.
Correct.
If I see that if I'm a bad person and I see that you have a gun, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be like the old West where we line up in the street and we march together and then draw at the same time. If I decide that you have something I want, I'm gonna wait till you're back there. Then I'm gonna bushwhack you, and you're not gonna have a chance to see me coming. You're not gonna have a chance to pull your gun because I'm gonna shoot you from behind like a coward.
Well, there's that stance, officer. But if someone's coming in and willing to shoot,
We're not talking about defending your home.
If somebody's willing to come
How
in
many
and shoot,
times have you been shot at out here in your neighborhood?
I believe that I have never been shot at, officer, because I have that visual deterrent that I am capable of returning
So
fire.
you've always carried your weapons open?
Yes, sir.
For how long?
Pretty much since I've moved here, officer, about 5 months ago. And I open carry up at the gas station. I open carry in Walmart.
You walk in Walmart with your AR slung
Not
on your
my
shoulder?
AR.
Why
Officer, I
not?
walk with my pistol on my hip. And there's numerous gas stations that I've walked into with a pistol on my hip, and the attendants have said to each other, "Oh, we're looking a lot safer now because that guy's got a gun." Now, does everybody feel that way? No. And it's never going to be that way.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Obviously.
Some people,
Obviously.
again, we live in a society where James Holmes walked into a theater. I was there that night. He walked into a theater and he opened up fire on a whole bunch of people.
And the reason that it's
And
not as
there's a lot of
okay,
paranoia
right,
going on in the
you
world.
know, socially accepted is
And
because
we
nobody
don't
does it.
know, as the police,
Honestly, is
another citizen who might be legally carrying concealed as well might wonder, why does somebody need an AR in the neighborhood? Is he up to no good? Is he waiting to kill me and my family? And now we end up with a gun battle.
You know, this wouldn't even be a problem if we were in Arizona because a lot of people open carry there. A lot. My hometown is filled with people that open carry. That's something that we're used to, is
Okay,
people
but it's
walking
not-
around like that.
It's not Arizona.
Oh, I know it's not
Aurora,
Arizona.
Colorado, you know,
People need to be more tolerant like they are the gays with our guns.
Aurora, Colorado had a mass shooting a year and a half ago. A lot of innocent people got killed, and a lot of other innocent people got shot
I don't
up
think it's the
Sorry.
smartest decision
with an
to
AR-15.
Didn't mean that to go right in your face.
But
A lot of them
if
lost
they
legs.
choose not to, they have
A lot of
just
them
as
have
much
brain
right to
damage.
not carry a weapon
Over one
as
person.
to carry weapons.
And if there was another
But
person
even
there,
then,
if there was another person there with maybe an open carry or
Might have
concealed carry, it might have
Might have
helped.
helped.
Yeah, some more citizens should carry.
But carry doesn't make you, this gun doesn't make me bulletproof.
Right, I understand
I
that.
can't,
And I'm willing and ready to lay down my life for another person if need be. Because I'm willing to protect this country with all that I have.
from what?
From
And that's another
anybody.
It's pretty big.
I mean, I
Whether it be
I mean,
another
200 years, we
citizen,
really haven't been under attack on our shores,
Correct.
but from anybody.
by our own
And here in
people.
Colorado, we're especially safe. It's a long ways for the Russians or the Chinese to come to get here.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about helping the citizens of this town, helping the people in this neighborhood from being scared or having to worry about another person coming into our
But you
neighborhood.
just contributed to that heightened sense of fear by these two gentlemen walking around the neighborhood with their guns. You two are the moms?
I'm a mom.
I'll let you talk some sense into it.
Well, I've just been
Because you're
having a
mothers, right?
conversation with
You got their best
when you
interests at
knocked
heart?
on the door.
course.
We're having the same conversation.
Okay. Listen to your
Quiet.
Yeah.
mom and Riley.
Yeah.
have a good day.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys.
Good
Thank you,
ladies.
gentlemen.
Okay.
Think about my son.
Love to you.
Thank you. You as well.
I'm actually really glad you videotaped it, so you can go back and